Pez has informed me that that's got a top speed of 40 miles an hour. So I hope you're not tuning in for Moto 3 style racing on little bikes. Also, we have to get used to the fact that Pez has done the electrics, so it's got no indicators. They're actually on there, but I don't think they work. Or maybe he's just not using them. He does stick his arm out when he's turning. We are going pure old school on this one. I'm not going to stick my arms out because I've got electrics. I'm not an idiot. What's that, a C what?
It's a rare import. It's a Honda C65 1966.
Right. I do like these little bike days out. And because of my knee, they're perfect. Local, not too much strain on the knee. Bike's not heavy, and it's good therapy for the mind. It's great for the mind. I'm going to say it early on in the video. I will say it early on. If you get the opportunity to own a small bike as well as your big bike, do it. It really is just a good way to release stress. And it's very hard to be angry with the world on the SUPERCUB. It really is. And funny enough, not many people get angry with you. Doesn't matter what you do, you can cut them up. Just give them a thumbs up and they're all happy because you're on a SUPERCUB. Do that on any other vehicle and it's kicking off, but not on a SUPERCUB. Everyone loves a SUPERCUB. I'm sure there'll be people in the comment section saying I don't love a SUPERCUB. Well, you need to get out more. I'm going to tell you this now. If you don't like a SUPERCUB, your mum. We're going to take the back lanes, the country lanes. Obviously we can't take the main roads. Well, we can. This will top out downhill with the wind behind it at around 70 miles an hour. This is not too bad, 65, 70, but it'll cruise at 45, 50 all day long. Even with my big lump on it, it will, and with luggage as well. And I'm not exactly aerodynamic. Let's put it this way, it's like riding around with a sail up. And you might have noticed this little gizmo here. This is a Beeline Moto satellite navigation GPS system. Oh, that sounds sophisticated, doesn't it? It is quite a little smart system. I've had it for a while. You might have seen it in some of my older videos, but not seen it for a while. And the only reason was when I did the move, I lost all the mountings, but now I've got a little mount for this, so it's back on the small bikes. And what it does, it saves a load of battery if you're using your phone. And this bike especially, on my last iPhone, it vibrated it so much it ruined the camera. So now on the little bikes I use this kind of thing. I have got my old phone that I use just for GPS, but now out and about, and now I've got the mountain, I'm going to use the Beeline a bit more. So once again, thank you very much. I know they sent it to me ages ago, probably 2 years ago, and I have done a video on it, I think, or mentioned it in other videos and Instagram and that, but it is worth a shout out. It is a really, really good system. If you've got a small bike like this, you don't like a lot of clutter on your dashboard. It does take a little bit of getting used to. It's only got a dot, an arrow, some numbers and some other things. There you go, technical insight for you there. But it runs off your phone, so your phone does all the work in your pocket. But because you're not using the screen on the phone, it doesn't deplenish your battery on your phone so much. It all runs through this, and this lasts all day on a single charge. Probably more, I'm not even sure of the hours it lasts. But I've never ever ran out of juice on this little thing here, so it is quite handy. So when I do trips this year on the small bikes, I'm going to use this a lot more. Anyway, that's the shout out. I thought I'd give it a mention. I have done it before. They didn't ask me to do it. I've got no affiliation with them, although I got it for free. That was ages ago. I've done what I need to do to earn them the money for this. So I just thought I would give it a shout out because I actually really, really like this little thing. That's what she said. Thought he was going to go for knee down then. His little leg come out slightly. He was right when he said flat out 40 miles an hour. See, everyone likes a SUPERCUB, even Iggy Pop. This is the village of Handcross, I believe. I should know, it's only round the corner from me. I should do a local recce really. I have ridden around my area quite a bit since I've moved in, but I've never really done a full recce of all the little villages and all the little back lanes and country lanes. I should go out one day and just explore my local area. Once my knee gets a bit better, I'm going to stick to these shorter journeys for now. So maybe in a couple of weeks I can test my knee a little bit more. You're not going to risk it? I'd have risked it. I'd have gone for it. The true spirit of adventure. Road closed, not on a motorcycle, not on a cub. You could probably pick them up and just throw them over the barriers. But Pez is leading. It's obviously not as confident as I am. That bike does pull off well. It's quite quick up to 40 miles an hour. And I use that term in the terms of C50s, 90s, 65s, 70s, 125s. I use that in those terms, not in BMW 1000 RRs, that sort of term. It's not fast. Don't get down in the comment section and say it's not fast, is it? It's not fast. In comparison to this, it's quite fast. I'm glad we settled that. Now leave it and move on with your lives. This guy's absolutely gutted that these two little slow bikes are going in front of him. National speed limits. Realised he's got no brake light either. That's how used to I am riding with Pez. I'm used to all his old bikes having no lights whatsoever. But it's alright because I'm his buffer, so it's fine, don't worry about it, it's only me that's going to hit him. Henfield, that's where we are. Fields full of hens. That's how it got its name. It's just a field with loads of hens in it. That might have been a guess, a wild one, might not be accurate. Don't come to this channel for history. Do you know what I fancy? And don't hate me for it. I should have changed down 2 gears then, but we're in fourth, we're going to persevere, we're going to get there eventually. But what I fancy is a Vespa. Don't know why, I do. I've always had a little thing for Vespas, but I've never actually owned one, so at some point in my life I will definitely own a Vespa, whether that's a classic or a new one. Probably a new one, because I don't like sitting at the side of the road just staring at a bike thinking, God, I wish I had a hammer to fix this. No, new ones, I like them, I like the efficiency, but I like the look of the old ones. Nice coffee break there. Massive slab of millionaire cake. It's actually called a slab. And yeah, if I was diabetic I'd be in a coma now. It was so rich, lovely, but too much. Even for me that was too much cake, which is a good thing. It's better to have too much than too little, unless it's something that's really bad for you, like cake if you're diabetic. But stunning piece of cake, I've got to say. So that was Fuel Coffee House. I'll tag them downstairs in the descriptions box. Went after Devil's Dyke, which is just around the corner. Have a little bit of a look at that, see the view, South Downs National Park, before we head home. It's not a long one. I've got to treat the knee really nicely, you see. So we're not on long rides at the moment, we're on short little ones around my area. Although this is a little bit further out, it's not quite my area, but it's not too far away. 30 minutes, that's max. I've got about 30 minutes before I have to lay on the floor for a little bit. Obviously you don't see that in the videos. You don't see the bits where I'm just lying on the side of the road going, oh, I need to stretch my legs. But it happens, it happens. People at work, they watch these videos and assume that it's all glory, but it's not. It's called physiotherapy. You've got to get yourself back into the normal stuff you do, but at a lower level. So that's what we're doing. We're out and about, but we're out and about local, and we should get further and further and further. That's the aim. Just beyond that ridge there, probably can't see it, but that's the sea. I know, it's weird, I still can't get used to that I only live 30 minutes from the sea. I live closer to the sea than I do to work. I find that still strange even now, and I've lived there since November. So what are we on now? 9 months. But yeah, the sea is quite local to me, and I like that. I probably don't show it enough. Ice cream van, ice cream van.
No wind up here today.
Is that why you're not paragliding? Yeah, last time we was up here, you went rolling down there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You went flying down there. You're not into that, right? Let's have a.
Mate, are on the floor behind you.
Are they? Oh. Good job you're here. Oh dear. That's locked, isn't it? So this is what I hate about keyless.
You would have gone a lot. You would have gone off down the road.
If I'd have turned the bike off at the petrol station, I wouldn't start it again.
Wow, and then you'd be like, where's my keys?
Yeah.
Up here.
Well, I've ridden for miles with them in the back box before. Because when you've got it open, it locks them in the back box. And I've ridden all the way from work to home. There you go, that's lucky. Cheers, Pez. Appreciate that. That's worth the ice cream, that was. There you go, a little trip up to Devil's Dyke. I'm going to keep recording. Haven't got a lot of battery left. Only brought 2 out with me, simply because we're staying local. So I'll do the ending for the video now in true style. I'll do the ending before the actual battery runs out and drop it in the end. So again, for the continuity piece, yes, there'll be more footage after that, but this is the ending that's not the ending. It's the ending before the ending of the battery. There you go. As clear as mud. That's part of the reason I hate this bloody keyless crap on this. The amount of times I've left my keys in the back box, okay, it's my own fault, granted, but with a keyed bike, that fob would be on my key ring, so I wouldn't be able to start the bike without the key in the ignition, so I'd know they weren't in the back box. But that time I'd placed them on top of the back box and obviously knocked them off when I did something, so they're on the floor. So thank you very much to Pezza for pointing out that my keys were on the floor, because what would happen is I'd get to the petrol station, shut the bike off, and it would never start again. That would be it. I'd be stranded. End of the trip, done. Finito, finished, boom, stranded. So thank you very much for watching, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for Big Pezza showing us the route and yeah, leading the way on his C60 with his homemade kind of engine in it. I think it's a 125. We established that it's a 125 engine in it, but it's geared up very torquey, so it's got no top end, but it's got quite a bit of pull on it. He needs to change the sprockets on it or something. To tell you the truth, I switch off when people start talking mechanical. No, I'm joking. He was telling me, but I've just forgotten. So he's going to do some work to that to give it a higher top end. But if you want to go and subscribe to Big Pezza, go over to his channel. I shall leave a link in the descriptions box down there. Go and click on that. Go and check out all his cubs and all his wares. He's got loads of bikes. They're all in bits, but he fixes bikes. He does things up. He 3D prints. He does little routes, camping trips on small bikes, on biggish bikes, all sorts of things. So go and check him out. Again, the link is downstairs in the descriptions box. So that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to hit that notification bell so you guys can get the drop on these videos. I shall see you on the next one. So from myself, Big Pezza, you know I love you all. Stay safe. Fish out.
Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong. So go ahead, get gone. Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong. So go ahead and get gone.